Yo boys, this is Mike and welcome to the common mistakes that carry do under 5k bracket. Now I'm pretty sure that most of you think that he's playing the perfect carry and shit like that, and you blame your team for your loss. So let's figure out what is going wrong in your game, starting from the laning phase up to the late game. And if you think that you are playing good, let me show you how bad you are. Also, if you are new here, consider subscribing to learn Dota 2 and for the memes. With that being said, let's get started. Number 1, hitting the offlaner next to his creep because you are retarded. And you want to get the first blood, which will ruin your lane and will give you the offlaner a free XP. Because your lane is going to get pushed, which is worth it for the enemy offlaner to die for. So next time, if you want to get first blood, don't right click the enemy next to his creep. Try to walk next to him, then right click his ass, so you don't pull the aggro of the creeps. Number 2, never helping your support to harass the enemy offlaner, because if you let him harass your support, he would run out of regen, and the offlaner can lane so easily because you let him trade right clicks with your support. So try to help out your support, but only harass with your support if the creeps are not under your towers, or when the creeps are low, or even when the enemy have 2 range creeps. Try to kill one of them, then try to harass the enemy if you want. Number 3, using aggro. Now I'm pretty sure everyone knows how to use aggro, but they don't use it. So perhaps this time you can use aggro so you can fix your lane equilibrium because you are playing against a hard offlaner or something like that. Number 4, never trying to punish the offlaner. And I honestly see this happening a lot. They let the offlaner to play aggressive while you can punish him for that and kill him. But some people are peaceful, they like to trade farm with the enemy offlaner, who knows. Number 5, pushing pulling strats. And it's simple, you push your lane so you can pull stack the big cam. And the thing is, I saw people doing that on the 5k bracket and they have done it in a really wrong game. Well, they should not do that. And it's really hard to explain it when you should not do that. But for me, I do it for extra farm so I can farm the stack and pull it. So I can even pull my creeps and tag the creep wave close to my big camp that I just pulled. So I don't let the enemy offlaner to take XP, and also so I can take both XP from the lane and from the big camp that is next to me by staying close enough to leech XP from the big camp. Or I do it to fix my lane equilibrium. Number 6, never carrying a TP, which is stupid and retarded because you are a carry. You don't only farm the whole game and fight around minute 30 or something like that. In the early game you always need to buy a TP so you can TP and clear some kills. Or you can do that if I'm playing Juggernaut or Terrorblade and I kill the tower and I still have my Omni Slash or my Metamorphosis. So I can group up with my support and offlaner so I can get the enemy tower in the safe lane, which is my off lane. Number 7, waiting for the enemy creeps because your lane is pushed. And for some reasons, you never thought of farming the big camp or the small camp or even using the time to take your bounty rune, which is not efficient at all to stay AFK. Number 8, not playing aggressive. And this is so important. If you are level ahead of the enemy, you need to play aggressive and stay between the enemy range creep and the enemy offlaner, so you can punish him and right click him every time he tries to approach for a CS. Number 9, if you have a big creep wave going to the enemy offlaner tower, like 2 range creep or 3 range creeps, make sure to contest on the enemy denying the creeps, so you can get XP from the denying and also to being an ass with him. Number 10, if you are losing the lane or playing against a hard offlaner that they did dominate your lane already, try to play safe. Like, don't try to kill the range creep, because every time you try to walk to your range creep, they will try to harass you more or even kill you. So that's not worth it. So try to play safe by using the aggro so you can play with the creep equilibrium and try to even CS under the tower. Number 11, not using skills to take the range creep CS. Sometimes you need to use your spells to guarantee getting a CS on your range creep because it's really important to get the range creep CS, especially under the tower, because it's really hard sometimes to get it. So try to use even your spells to get it. Number 12, not sending the courier to buy some regen or raindrop because you think not having item that regen your HP is okay, which of course will make you lose the lane and baby rage at your support because you failed. Number 13, leaving the creep wave and farming the big cap, which is stupid and retarded because the creep wave will give you much XP and much gold. So even if you are in the middle of killing the big cap, you can leave it and farm the creep wave and go back to your big cap again. Number 14, AFK farming, when you should try to pressure the lanes more. And this is a common mistake. Like, I saw so many cores farming the jungle while the enemy are grouping up as 4, which is easy to punish by either helping your team or pushing the lane and dealing some damage to the tower or taking even the tower. Number 15, not carrying a TP while you are split pushing, because the enemy will punish you for doing that. Number 16, showing yourself in the other lanes while your teammates are grouping up as 4, because you are greedy and you just want to farm. And trust me, I won so many games because I saw the enemy carry TPing to the other lanes that are getting pushed already and leaving his teammate who didn't even TP out. So you may cause a free loss because you did that. Number 17, not having map awareness. Like, you understand that the enemy are missing and you are hitting their tier 2 or tier 3, for example, and you think that they are not gonna come for you, but they will surprise you and kill you. Number 18, never using the trees to hide while you are pushing when the enemy are not showing themselves on the minimap. And that's what you should do, like send your illusions and just stay for a while hiding in the trees until you see the enemy showing themselves on other lanes or trying to defend this lane. Number 19, not buying BKB when you should have it. And it's a big problem. Like, sometimes you are playing anti-mage and you have a manta style and the enemy are pushing high ground. That's the time where you should invest your gold to buy BKB, not basher, because the enemy are forcing you to fight. But when you go for a basher, it doesn't give you any survivability, none whatsoever. So buy wisely your items. Number 20, going for the same build in every single game, which is really retarded. You don't have to buy the same items every game. There's a situational items where you need some armor because you are playing against a Slaughter or TA or even Clanks. Getting the same items in every game will make you only look stupid, and in a lot of times you will lose because of that. Number 21, buying damage items while you got damage already. It happens in a lot of games. They invest only in damage items. They never thought about survivability items, like items that can give them armor or something like that. And it happens especially if they are winning the game. They will just go for extra damage and they will just die and throw the game. And it happened a lot. I saw so many games where they throw the game because they have no armor or something like that. Number 22, not buying extra clarity when you need it to use your skills to farm faster, because you like to do the walk of shame to your base instead of just investing 100 gold to buy 2 clarity. Number 23, not taking Roshan, and this is really important. Like, why I only see people who's taking Roshan while they are only playing Ursa but not other carries? I don't get it. Like, actually Roshan will give you a lot of advantage, so try to go for Roshan, especially if your team have some armor reduction or you have some desolator or item that can actually give you lifesteal while you are taking Roshan. So always think about that and always try to smoke if you want to do it. Number 24, ratting. Guys, I can pull out so many games for you where I just won because I did rat, and those kind of games are actually unwinnable games. Like, I have so many games where I just ratted and they are actually reported me because of that, but I eventually won because of that. So try to rat more, especially if the fighting option is not good for you. Number 25, going back to the farm after you kill the whole enemy. And it happens a lot in 4K brackets especially. They just casually farm the whole jungle while they should try to take towers and gain some map control or even taking Raxes. So please guys, that's really retarded. I even saw BJ almost crying when he saw that. 26, dying because you are trying to take the Rax and you didn't even do it. Guys, if you kill the enemy and you are hitting their tier 3, you may consider to get back, especially if all the enemy are gonna respawn, because tier 3 will open the shrine for you instead of just dying while you are trying to take the racks and you couldn't even do it. So try to always chill and not throw the game. Number 27, not farming the enemy jungle while the enemy are taking over your jungle, because you are scared to do that for some reasons. Or you are winning and you took their tier 1 in the safe lane and you still refuse to farm the enemy jungle, but I recommend you only to do that while you are carrying a TP, because they might punish you for that. Number 29, not prioritizing kills in the team fight. And that is a common mistake, because in so many games for some reason they jump on the carry only or they jump on the tankiest hero. and they never cared about the squishy heroes or squishy support or even the roaming who have like 700 HP or something like that. And finally, number 30, not cutting the creep wave. While you know that the enemy are gonna push your high ground, but you are too lazy to send illusions to cut the creep wave and TP to the other lanes, so you can't push them out. Well, that's it for the day. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something out of this video and try to apply it in your game so you can get better. And if you are new here, consider subscribing and like this video if you like it. If you don't like it again. Don't dislike it, please. This is Merrick. See you in the next video.